Hi, this is Attorney Joe Mitchell, YourHarvardAttorney.com, serving Greater Philadelphia, personal injury, and criminal and DUI work. Thank you very much for joining me to talk about personal injury law. And one of the things that I hear a lot is people come to me and they say, I have full coverage. And I often chuckle when people say I have full coverage because people really don't understand what full coverage is. And I wanted to go into this in a number of parts. I don't want to, insurance law is a little bit boring, so I don't want to go into it in excruciating detail all at once. But what I do want to do is to introduce it piece by piece. So first of all, I want to show you, this is what's called a deck page, declaration page. We call it the deck page. That's the lingo. And what it is it's a page that tells you what your insurance coverage is. And if you look at it, there are a number of different coverages that constitute what's called full coverage. Now, the first one that I'd like to talk about is what's called comprehensive coverage. Now, when you say full coverage, sometimes you think, well, I have comprehensive coverage. Most people don't get comprehensive coverage. Comprehensive coverage includes theft and vandalism. So if your car is stolen or if your car is otherwise vandalized, comprehensive coverage pays for it. If you don't have comprehensive coverage and your car is stolen, you're not necessarily going to get your money back. You're not necessarily going to so comprehensive, if you're in a place where you could get your car stolen or it could be vandalized, I think it might be a good idea for you to think about getting comprehensive coverage. The second type of coverage that I'm going to cover today is called collision coverage. Now, collision coverage is coverage for your car in case you get in an accident. So this usually applies whether it's your fault or the other person's fault. You get in an accident, bam, your car is damaged, you got $5,000 worth of damage. Well, there's usually some type of a deductible with collision. Usually it's $500 deductible. So if you get in a car accident and it's the other person's fault, then you can work with the other person's insurance company to get your car fixed and get your money back, and even they will refund, in many cases they'll refund your deductible as well. But if you're at fault, you can still get your car fixed if you have collision coverage. And collision coverage is not always cheap, and the more coverage that you have, of course, it all adds up. Of course, this all depends on where you live, what county, what kind of car you have. Especially with collision, there's a much bigger difference if you have a 1995, let's say, Toyota, or if you have a 2011 Mercedes. Obviously, the collision is going to be quite different. So that's enough for right now. I just wanted to give you a taste of it. We're going to go into this piece by piece by piece. This is piece one, comprehensive and collision. This is Joe Mitchell, YourHarvardAttorney.com. If you ever have a personal injury case or a case where you're in some type of a criminal difficulty, you have a DUI, please call me for a free consultation if you're in the Greater Philadelphia area. My number is 215-557-7111. Thanks so much for watching, and please tune in to part 2. Thanks.